Welcome to the new episode of the Ryman Show.
We are here with Mansour Memarian, my papa, and he's gonna try to cook something nice.
Sage and of course garlic and the sauce itself on top. It's gonna be amazing. So I promise you, it will be ready in like 1.5 to 2 hours, but it's worth it to wait. So it's a part which usually is always neglected. You cut it here on this away, and then use of course the loin, the tender loin and loin. Collect it and put on the side, or cut in pieces and thrown in a jus or ragu for the stuff. Yeah, because down into the core of our lamb belly roll. No, the same on the other side. I'm sure this is one of the dishes Ryan would love to cook. And honestly, this style of cooking is actually my favorite style. When I cooked my first Michelin star, that's the style of cooking, I was always practicing there. So I love to use these traditional techniques, yeah, and where skills, really cooking skills are requested. Without a real cooking skill, without patience, we cannot do this dish which we are going to have today. Keep it on the side. The area where Sal comes from, polenta is not very much beloved, but polenta is beloved, in Milano, Ticino. So they love in Ticino. They love polenta, and in different variations. So sometimes even with chestnuts, they cook polenta with chestnuts. They cook polenta creamy, or even in Switzerland. Switzerland polenta is very much beloved. I am cutting away this little bit, the back part of the loin, because it's a sinew here, yeah, and that might be difficult and later on to get soft and might disturb our dish later. This is the lamb belly. That's the loin part. That's the tenderloin. By the tenderloin, I don't do anything. I do not cut anything. Tenderloin, close to the lamb loin, salt it and pepper it. Nothing else, because Sal likes lemon zest, so we do that for you. Zest a little bit, not too much. You like to have sage inside? Please. Yeah, 2 or 3 leaves of sage. That's for you. Sage is nearly a forgotten herb here, so nobody uses it. But ravioli with clarified butter, or a little bit, butter, then sage into it, garlic on top of parmesan melted on your pumpkin ravioli. There is nothing better than we roll it in. Look at that. Do not be scared by seasoning. That's the difference between a good chef or a regular chef. Do not be scared by seasoning. The loin, and in the restaurant. So in Palazzo Versace, so we do a carpaccio with it. We do a carpaccio, and it's one of our signature dishes. Or who would think about the carpaccio to do with lamb? But because of this quality, we are always able to do that. It's a little bit short. What do I do here, sir? I extend it myself. When you cook your first Michelin star, it's like a Formula 1 driver winning the world championship, so or winning a race, or a couple of celebration took nearly 3 days. So cook one time in Michelin star, it's to keep it and to try to improve yourself. That's important. That's the most important. That's the most challenging part. To keep the star and to want to improve yourself. That's the challenge. Here, not in Dubai, because no. It's not the word safe, no? The award is okay, but the most important part is yourself. You don't want to go down. It doesn't make you happy in your profession. You want to be always becoming better, no? Exactly. Yeah. Testers are there, good to have them, but yourself, you have to be your biggest tester. Then we are going to bind it. This is a binding techniques. I show you another one easier for you to do at home. String it in here. Like this. Cooking shows, you see that it looks amazing, beautiful, like an art, but at the end it goes into the oven. The purpose is to keep the shape one by one over our lamb roll. Very easy, no? Looks easy. Yeah, lamb belly rolls, string inside, and that's the favorite part. Yeah. Yeah. Ryan, this is his favorite soul. Look at that, Ryan. Bones in pieces, smaller pieces. Because the squirt pan here, salt, series from each side. 4. Now I added some onion, some garlic, and they will not burn in the meantime. Add a little bit sage into it, not too much, because it's a very strong herb. So when I cook with sage, I always love to highlight it with cumin. A little bit of cumin, they're amazing support to highlight the main flavor of the dish. A lot of people, they don't like cumin. I would say because they don't know how to use cumin. Level we want to have a shiny, beautiful, dark sauce around our lamb. So I don't want to go, I want to get a little bit it roasted. I'll put it now into the oven. Now for the first hour by 220 degrees, let's say 45 minutes, yeah? And then we will add the jus on top and have it another 45 minutes, 50 minutes, but cover. Here we chose pears which are not too soft, but also not too hard. Some bay leaf, a little bit of cumin, a little bit honey, okay? And the skin of our pears later on, we're gonna peel. The liquid come into a boil, so and simmer it like, let's say, for a couple of minutes. The creamy polenta and a beautiful touch of freshness with our pears. Cut them in half. Whatever is done in the pastry, there is sometimes added touch of salt. Because what? It makes the taste round. To have the complete flavor, you need to touch this point: sour, sweet, like earthy flavor or bitter. So we will need a little bit parsley later on. It's a supporting flavor for every dish. We will add one piece of lemon into it. It brings also freshness. So we have all beautiful taste. So here, this is grandmama job to press the skin out. We will not overcook it at all. So we will sear it only in a little bit butter, some parsley on top, and add as I told you, every dish I need something earthy, something herby on top. So we have the sweetness of the pear. We have, the creaminess of our polenta. Then we have the strength of our lamb, and we need something to round the entire dish up. So, to give the dish a certain balance. I thought we add some broad beans into it. This is a job Elias and Yara normally do at home, yeah? We will zu Hause mal machen. Good? She loves to help in the kitchen. No, Baba? Du auch?
Yeah.
Yeah. Here. I prefer to use water when I cook polenta. We have here 1.5 liter. We need 125 plus another half liter, so 200 grams of polenta. Our friends purchased a little bit of polenta which is too thin. It should supposed to be a little bit more grainy, but I hope we will get it done. Our polenta will look a little bit like a. How will it look like?
I would say like shit.
But we have no choice. We have no choice. We have to do it. No. Beautiful piece of butter into the water. Everything needs. You have to salt the core of the dish. Fusion polenta. Doesn't matter. So somehow we will get it done. So butter. Put it in one time in. Yeah. So it takes longer, but it gives a better flavor. Yeah. By 1 liter to have it creamy, 125 to 150 grams of polenta. Look at the fat. Our jus on top. So one day in one of our sessions, I will show you also how to do a jus. You add a broth, or you go to your favorite restaurant. You ask them to give you 1 liter of their jus. We have our jus. Yeah. Now we go into the oven and let it like 1 hour, 15 minutes in. Yeah. We take the lamb now out because I want to smoothen a little bit the sauce to get it finished inside the sauce. I rinse it here through. The onion we put in, the garlic we put in. The flavor is now out into the sauce. Refresh to tune up the taste at the end. You could add the spices or the herbs you like to have. Take a little bit herb, the sage I used, for 20 minutes in the oven. I am lucky also to have Middle Eastern roots and grown up in Germany or in Europe, and having had a lot of Italian friends and learned or cooked by so many French chefs. You create your own style, and at the end you add always something from your roots in, no? So, and my style is Mediterranean cuisine, kitchen, with some Middle Eastern touches. And this dish reflects it. If you understand kitchen, so at the end the base is very similar. The flavors and the techniques used makes the difference there. I'd say the character of Middle Eastern cuisine is totally different than the Mediterranean cuisine. The European cuisine gives you more freedom to play around, but it has a big variety, or it has created more restaurants and chefs around the world. What we are doing now, for example, the Iranian cuisine in Enigma, I'm trying to bring a fresh touch in, some presentation, but I will myself never allow to change the taste or some ingredients, the main ingredients of the dish, because I would lose the authenticity. Our broad beans here, and I add a little bit of our lamb fat, because I want to create a tasty taste here. Parsley, our pear. And you have to like to eat it yourself. It should not be always your favorite dish, whatever you cook, but at least you should enjoy it. Yeah. Now I'm reducing the liquid. I will refresh the pears again back into it. Our pear. Look at this. This piece fallen apart, that means it's the best piece actually, really. Pass the sauce through. We bring it to a boil in the middle of our plate. Amazing lamb neck placed on a beautiful polenta. You see the polenta, and we finish the polenta with the liquid of the pear. So it's not usual, but because I wanted to create a bridge between the pears and the polenta. Glazed pears with a little bit taste of cumin, some beans, some broader sauce of our lamb neck. I hope you enjoyed the Ryman Show channel. Good to see you.
I think it's fucking amazing. Doesn't it say? It's fucking
No, I don't need to say. The people have to